Peace and blessings, everyone. How are you doing? I hope all is well. Um, I know it's been a while since I posted YouTube, but so I had a lot going on, of course. And of course, I'm in the midst of my Saturn return, so so which I would provide a video. I will provide a video down the road, updating that. So I'm trying to see how things gonna play out. But what I want to come on here and talk about is, and thank you all for those of you who are just subscribing. Thank you, and those of you who are return subscribers. I definitely appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you all so much for your support here. But what I want to come on and talk about is, I apologize because the lighting in here is, um, but what I want to come on here and talk about is that I want to talk about every day, it's part of how karma plays out. And this has to do with our different realities here. If you notice every day, let's say our energy field, if I'm correct, I think it's about 5 or 6 feet out. So notice when we encounter people. So when we encounter people, um, okay, let's say, okay, we're distance away from a particular group of people or parties of people, right? And okay, we're let's say, okay, if a person is with someone, they are socializing with someone, and okay, at kind of a distance, about a mile distance, there, it don't have to be a mile necessarily, but if you get what I'm saying. But let's say if they're socializing with someone else, if you notice, our realities are different. We have different realities, and we actually looking at it every single day. It's invisible. Just like with our energy field, it's invisible here. Our energy field itself is invisible. If you look at, let me give an example. Excuse me. Our energy field would be like, okay, if you look on top of a vehicle, look on a vehicle from the side of something, and you will see like invisibly like some waves coming off of it. Maybe like a heat wave or a wave coming from a running vehicle or a fuel that's, being worked up in it. So if you look at it, that's how an energy field is. It's like it's invisible. It's kind of like it's invisible, but it's kind of like a wave. It's kind of like a wave, kind of like if you look at like a heat wave or something, how it would be. Kind of like some waves. That's our energy field, how it is, but it's invisible, so you can't see it. Um, so that's how realities are. If you look at it, that's how realities are. It's different. Because, for example, let's say if that person at a distance that I was talking about, let's say if that person at a distance, they're conversing with another person or socialize with another person. So what they're doing, they're mirroring back their own what they're projecting out, they mirroring back their own, within their own reality. Versus with us who are at a distance from them, once we, let's say, we come towards that person that's at a distance, and especially coming within the energy field, because it's within each other energy field. So when we come in within their energy field, they're projecting back to us differently what they're projecting back out to them. Why? Because we within each other's energy field. And so in mirroring back to us what we have to work on, or what we're projected out, or what we have to work on, things of nature, what we have in common that we have to work on, or where we are spiritually. It kind of plays role in it. So it's just like in astrology, if you look at your charts, there's 4 quadrants of the chart. I will make a video talk about that one day. It's 4 different quadrants in the chart, right? You have to look at where the places are placed, the house, and where it overlap and all of that. Because all that, some of them may be overlapping between different quadrants. So you have to look at it. Well, I take that back because, well, in this sense, but if you want to be straightforward with it, if you look at it from a whole house perspective versus the Placidius perspective, if I'm pronouncing it correct, but if you look at it, look at where the IC and the MC is placed. Look at the rulers of those, where they place what's aspecting in degrees, along with the ascending and descending axis. Where it's placed at, the chart ruler, the degrees of that, not only the descendant and ascendant, but the chart rulers, where it's, intercepted and ruling and intercepted. So if you look at that, they make up our realities. They make up our realities. They make up our realities. Everything else is like a component in it. They make up our realities here. Because the ascendant is what we bringing in from a past life overlapping in the 12th house versus what we reincarnated to in this lifetime, what we bring into this lifetime, the first house. The descendant is our dealings with other people, our reality, which is with outside of ourselves, right? Our reality, which is outside of ourselves, right? And then so you look at the mid heaven, okay, the reputation. Some people look at a career, look at the reputation, but it's also about what you actually supposed to be molded into, right? Especially through those different experiences. In the IC itself, when you look back, it would addresses talk about what your wounded, what you have to work on, and things of that nature. So when you look at that there, everybody had their different interpretations and all, but when you look at all of that there, and when you look at where they place, that's your whole reality right there. All that plays a role. That's your whole reality right there. And so that's why I want to come on here and talk about. But like I said, there's different quadrants of your chart. There is different quadrants of your chart, and those axes, the mid heaven and IC axis and the ascending descending axis divide those up. If you look at it, and the different areas of your life, if you get what I'm saying. But this I want to come on here and talk about. Till next time, everyone. Peace and blessings.